Hello and welcome to the PM show, your weekly roundup of what's new and going on in the PM world. How are we doing this morning, gentlemen? We all good?
Fine, thank you very much. The weather's definitely turned, hasn't it?
Are you a bit cooler?
It's a bit cooler, yeah. Thinking I might be putting some longer trousers on.
Well, you're going to have to, because no one can afford to put the heating on.
No.
So I'm going to be living in the studio with all the lights and that, because it keeps it very hot in here. So it'll be hopefully all right for the winter. But no, I have to say it's a beautiful day out there. There's a bit of a breeze, but it is very nice. But it's definitely a few degrees cooler. We're currently, what are we out there? About 18 degrees according to my little thing. So a little bit cooler, but lovely day still. But it's going to rain at the weekend. Strong winds, all the rest of it. So yes, back to modelling time. We were just saying the evenings are drawing in now. You know, the mornings as well and all the rest of it. So it's back into proper cosy, stay at home and model instead of going out and getting fresh air and things.
Yeah.
If only.
Definitely. Well, now Matt's got a dog. That's it now. He'll be out in the middle of the winter, traipsing round the roads in the dark with his torch.
Yeah, that'll be a torch on now.
Yeah, whose idea was this?
Yeah, that will be me, moaning and groaning because I'm cold and wet. I don't do that very well. But I was out early this morning with her. We had a good walk. So it was nice, actually. We're going to get about 22 degrees here, I think, today.
Yes, I thought it was Lydia's dog.
No, yeah, right. Of course, I was going to end up walking it and stuff.
Yeah, that honeymoon period is over already.
Actually, to be fair, Lydia does come out walking with me. It's Leslie. We have to coax a bit to get her out. But no, I don't mind, to be honest. It's all right. I get her out, get some fresh air, and like I say, get some exercise. So I quite like it. Not a problem.
Yes. No.
But ask me this in January.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely.
It's not the walking bit in January. It's the wet, soggy, muddy dog.
And you will know it with her. You'll have that smell of damp dog.
Oh, no. Yeah. But hey ho, it is what it is.
It is.
Literally, she's down here next to me asleep. So,
bless. It's a good job.
Broke her with a walk this morning.
Anyway, thank you very much for everybody who joined us on Saturday. Obviously, we had our live show on Saturday, and PM Store had a massive sale on. And obviously, your kits have been flying out and going out. But again, not our fault. This is the post office are on strike again today. And obviously it was bank holiday on Monday, so there was no post Monday. Literally, same as for me, I got all the orders out yesterday. And when I went to the post office, because I'm old school and so I have to travel there with all my bags, so I turn up and there's bags everywhere. Because obviously all the small little businesses use our post office and they're in the same boat. So you can imagine, and mine got rung through at around about 4:30. Yesterday afternoon they were coming through on the old receipt system, so it was like, they've been proper busy in there. And now, as I say, they won't go anywhere today because they're on strike again today, unfortunately. So is this the last day of strikes, or they got another one planned?
No, next Thursday, Friday.
Right, okay. So yes, so apologies if your stuff's taking a few days later to get in the normal. Totally out of our hands, and I know Matt's had a few problems with pickups, so some of the tracking might take a few days to come through as well. So please allow for that. It is all in the system and it's going through, but we know about trouble with the tracking going through and stuff, and it's probably because they're massively under pressure, which is their own fault for having days off.
Controversial, but yeah, that one's on you, mate. But yeah, it's we like I said, we got a lot done yesterday. The orders, we've still got a lot to do, which we'll do tomorrow and get out. So it was a busy weekend, shall we say? Literally,
two collections yesterday, didn't you?
We had 2 collections yesterday, and then obviously we'll have back to the one tomorrow and whatever else for Friday. But we'll get through it. But yeah, so just bear with us and you will get all your gear. So yeah, really busy, really good, to be honest. So thank you to everybody who purchased from us.
Absolutely, yeah. Got yourself some bargains. I know the old Tesla got hammered quite heavily because that was all 25% off, and Trumpeter and all the rest of it. So yes, good job.
Yeah. So all good, can't complain.
No, definitely not. So as I say, the next big one for that will be Flory Fest in October. So brace yourselves for that one. That'll be the next big job. So that'll be a full weekend one as well. And obviously we'll have big promotions and deals and discounts and everything that goes along with it as well.
2-day extravaganza, that's what you need to put.
Is that what the tagline's going to be?
Yeah. Except for this time, we're doing it in 2-hour slots. Not 3 hours. That was killing me, I'll be honest. Yes, in the afternoon. 2 hours is about enough for our live TV slot. You know what I mean? Isn't
Yes.
it? Because it's amazing how much it takes out on you. To be honest, it is quite
Yes.
tiring. We've said it before, but you won't think it would. You just sat here chatting and whatever else, but it really is. It does take it out on you.
I think if you look back at the video, by the time we got to 4 o'clock, we've all stopped modelling and we're all just like,
we need a nana nap.
Sat there just like talking, aren't we?
Well, it's nice to be able to talk to people and the general public and stuff like that as well. So, I enjoy doing them. I think it's, it's the one chance you can have a chat with people and answer questions and various bits and pieces. So, and I know sometimes we go off on a completely separate tangent, like food or something.
Normally food, what we're having for lunch, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's normally food. It gets a bit peckish and the topic goes on to food. Then during the mid-afternoon, everyone's getting peckish again, talk about food again. So... Yes, that was it. And do you know what? I bought a giant bag of Wotsits, the giant versions of them, and I forgot about them. So Tams came home and said, "Oh, you didn't eat your Wotsits." I was like, "Damn, I forgot about them." I was like, sit here and munch.
Save them till Florifest.
Yes, that's it, definitely. But they do like a different one now, like knickknacks, giant knickknacks as well, I noticed. So I've had to buy some. They're in the cupboard. I'm not allowed to eat them. I have to get
so you got eat
lick
Christmas
the salt off first for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, lots of stuff been going on. As I say, we've got stocks coming in. Obviously, we've got tons of it going out at the moment. Obviously, all the pre-orders are being sifted through and done, as you might imagine. So I don't know where you want to start, Matt.
Well, we might as well start at the 25% bit again, because we have got some stragglers in there. Obviously, what's left from the weekend, if anybody's still interested.
Yes.
They'll stay up like the rest of the stuff until they've gone, or we get bored of seeing them. So there's still a bit of good stuff in there, to be honest, from Zvezda,
nice
like the airliners and stuff. So anybody, obviously, who didn't see us this weekend, who's catching up on our Wednesday show, if you want to grab it, it's there. We've got that up, and some Trumpeter as well. Whatever's left of the Trumpeter stuff.
Down to the Trumpy stuff. Some nice stuff in there as well. We've got the big stuff as well. Those MiGs. Very nice as well for the 23s.
Yeah.
So, yes. Very nice. The old big Super Sabre. So, very, very, very nice. And the other bits. So, we've got some BTRs and things.
Everything's limited quantities. It's only what we've got in stock. So, as soon as it's gone, it'll be gone.
Yeah, we deleted a load once they get deleted, don't they? Once they've been brought and they've gone, they get deleted. So, but yeah, there's stuff in there. There's going to be some more stuff added, to be honest, as well. But in the next week or so,
keep
rotating it. So
as I say, these are, just to remind people, they're all 25% off. Obviously, the normal price, and then obviously they are brand new kits. This isn't damaged boxes or anything else or review samples. These are all brand new. It's just we're having a bit of a clear out. So as you say, if you want to grab any of those, you can do. Some very, very nice stuff down in there.
Yeah, and if you get your new arrivals,
yes,
we have had in the new AK kit.
Yes, very nice.
Which is a Land Cruiser, is it not?
It is. I used to own one back in the early 90s.
Yeah,
so,
with an absolute bomb now they are.
It would. Well, mine wouldn't, because it was an absolute shed. But it was held together. To be honest, when I first saw this one, I did say it looks just like mine, literally, because I think mine had a broken window in it, which then it had plastic put onto it, clear plastic. So, and then I converted it because this just unbolts, and I got rid of it, and I found a second-hand rag top for it. So we put that on instead. But then it had a roll bar that somebody had put in at some point, and it just didn't fit. It was awful. I have to say, it's now cringeworthy. Apart from it'd be pretty cool if you still had one. But mine was the only thing that was really good, like all Land Cruisers, the engine was bomb-proof. The running gear, not so, but it always started. I have to say, it never failed to start that thing. It might have been falling apart everywhere else, but generally it was all right. But anyway, there you go. Hard top, and also we've got the other flavour. The no
technical flavour.
Yeah, that's it.
So what you're saying is you need to take the engine out of that and put it into a Land Rover?
Well, yes. I don't think you actually can do that, but I don't know anybody who's actually managed to do that one. But yes, very, very nice. Good old reliable workhorse. And it must be, because now they're all around the Middle East just carrying on forever, aren't they? You don't see Land Rovers going around anymore, but it's all just, as you say, used for technicals and that.
They're iconic, them ones, though, aren't they? Them Toyota Land Cruisers. Like I say, they're absolutely worth a fortune if you can find a real one. You know, your rust bucket from back in the day would be.
Yeah, it'd probably be worth a fortune now, but Jesus.
I think the only trouble is as well, they used to just rot away, didn't they? Like quite rapidly.
And that was
an off-road vehicle. There wasn't a lot of protection underneath for, stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of daylight coming through the floor, put it like that.
Yeah. Probably why they're worth so much now, because there's not many left.
Probably.
Well, it's probably rarity, yeah. It always is, isn't it? That's what pushes prices up of everything when they get rare. But that's their own kit as well. It's not a Reeboks of anybody. I don't know who's told it for them. I don't know much of the details, but it is their own kit, and I quite like it, I'll have to say. I think it's...
yeah, and it's got the nice Dusker on the back as well. Nice.
Yeah, we did originally think it was the Meng one, didn't we? But a bit of research, and apparently it's their own new toolkit.
It's their own tool. Like I say, somebody's tooled it for them, but they've got the fingers in many pies, so obviously they've got manufacturers who's done it for you. We'll have to perhaps have a look at the plastic, and you can normally tell, can't you?
Who's done it?
The styrene, the colour and stuff.
Yeah, types of sprues and things.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's not a Meng one, because they do distribute Meng.
Yes,
makes
sense.
Takum, but they don't distribute Takum, so it could be Meng who's tooled it for them. I don't know. Obviously, something has, perhaps it'll come out at some point. But anyway, it does look a nice kit. So I think,
very nice.
Well, from what we gathered, we're the only ones in the UK who've gone for sale.
Oh right, okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Well, up online anyway. I don't know if anybody else has, but yeah, we can't find anybody else who's got them. So quite a coup for us for once.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Very nice kit, I must admit. And say, do play with it. That's the thing. Options on that, isn't it? You could literally do tons with that. Nice little diorama or whatever you wanted to do. So very nice.
Yeah, it's good.
It was nice with those African thingamajigs in the.
Just the thing as well, we've got some more Flying Tigers in.
Right.
Because we literally sold out after last week's show. So I have got some more, but this is actually it. There is no more.
Right, okie.
And no, so at this price as well, like I said last week, because this is definitely going up the next time it comes in. So at this price, if you want to go, and I'm going to send one to Phil because it's absolutely stunning kit. Because Andy's has turned up as he showed as well.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
It really is quite a bit of quality kit.
Nice. So yes, hopefully we'll be seeing some more of those as well. So it'd be nice to see a few more different versions coming down the line.
So normal stuff still in, the SUs are in and stuff, sold out of ambulances, and to be honest, our supplier has, so they've gone pretty well. So we are doing some more stuff next week, which we'll talk about in a minute. So if you want to go into our normal special offer. So yeah, we've got a bit of new news still in there that's up on discount, and obviously the other ambulance, the AFX ambulance.
Which I'll get the review of that done today, hopefully, and then that'll be up this afternoon as well. So by the time you see this, hopefully that'll be up. If not, it'll be up shortly afterwards on that one.
Yeah.
And the other bits as we've seen before, some very nice stuff.
There's some stuff in there, yeah. We'll probably change that out again at some point, probably not this week, probably next week. So we'll leave it up for another week. But yeah, it's in there if you want to grab it.
Nice.
Damaged boxes and all sorts are in there. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then we've had an AK order and we've had quite a bit of paint come in, so restocks of paint and glue. And I'll tell you what else is back in that we didn't have last time is the wet pallets, which is, I've got mine here actually, I brought it home. So one of those.
Hold on.
Tools and accessories, Phil.
Tools and accessories, Phil.
Yeah, well, I'll show Matt because he's thinking there.
Oh yeah, so we've got them back in the wet pallets because they seem to come in and go really fast.
Yes.
So they're in. And back in. What else did we have in? I can't remember. Andy put it in. But yeah, normal real colour and Gen 3s and that are back in, and we're just normal stock. So just coming and going.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Cool then.
RAF Midstone, RAF Dark Sea Grey.
All right.
Extreme metals weren't in. Some more of them. We had some new dry brushes in as well.
Oh, that was it. New dry brushes, Phil.
Right, okay.
I knew some. Where are they in brushes?
Where are they in brushes?
Yeah, abtile at the bottom of the abtile bits of the brushes.
Where's brushes?
How brushes, these ones?
Were paint brushes.
You scroll down to the Abteilung bits, which are the black ones. And it's, them. It runs on to the end of them. You keep going down to the last ones. That's it. Those ones. Yeah, the ones at 45 degrees, them ones.
Ooh. It's a stumpy one, isn't it?
Proper dry brush.
So, yes. Very nice. And you have a jumbo one.
3 different sizes, them 2s, 4s, and 6s.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mainly paint, to be honest with you. And glues. Primers.
Mm-hmm.
Terrain snow. Oh, no, it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That sort of stuff. Yeah.
Very nice. Excellent. Right. Okay. So, other things coming in at the moment, up on the pre-order, which looks absolutely stunning. Queued it up already, look. Is the, it's not a new, but it's a reboxing of the Tomcat F14D by AMK, but this one comes with all the goodies. So you get 3D printed, and I quote, landing gear, ejection sheets, radar, machine gun.
Yeah, I thought
cool machine.
I know.
Okay. Electronics bay with brass pitot and paint masks. So you can see some very, very nice stuff in there.
It definitely says machine gun on the box, but it's definitely a cannon.
Oh, does it? That could be a lost in translation there.
Yeah.
So, very nice indeed. So, like I was saying before we came on air, I think you'd probably have that over anybody else's. That's your definitive now F14, because you can pretty much do anything with that one. And it comes with all the goodies as well. So, something very, very nice about a Tomcat, as we all know.
Before we came on, I was talking to Matt, and I said, it's a lot of money, but then for what you get, considering you get all the resin bits for it,
yes,
you do get a lot with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you thought, sort of like seats, probably, I don't know, 20 quid for a pair of seats, probably the same for the undercarriage.
Yeah.
The gun in the electronics bay, probably another 30 quid. The radar, another sort of like 15, 20 quid.
Yeah, I'd say all adds up to it.
Yeah, 8 quid for your mask set.
Mm.
Yeah, it sort of like does sort of like add quite a bit to it by the time you've done.
Dog won't say hello, sorry.
There she is.
I have to pause, so I'll put her in a crate because she's woken up and she's going to be a pain, aren't you, mate?
Gonna chew you.
Yeah, let me just go and put her in a crate for a minute. Come on. I'm getting too big.
Yes, so very nice Tomcat. So if you do want a definitive Tomcat with all the goodies thrown at it, all in one box, probably where you're going to put your money. So I'd say we're saying it's expensive, but it's still probably not that much more than the Tamiya one on its own. About 100 quid now, I think, for the Tamiya one.
I think it is, yeah. If not a bit more now. I don't know what the Tamiya one is, but they've probably gone up. But yeah, I mean, this is obviously just put up today. It's going to be a short pre-order because you need numbers in. If you are interested, get your name down.
Put your name down on the list. Cool, very nice. So we've got that one in. The other one that obviously dropped last week, the big thing about it, was the Armour Hobbies Air Cobra.
Yes. What do you think to it, Philip?
I'd love to see them do a 48th one. I know they seem to be sticking, don't they, into the 72nds, and it looks very, very nice. It's not much giving it away at the moment, but yeah, let's face it, what have you got? Edard's out there, 48th?
Edard,
Azagal does one.
Special.
I can't remember that one. But yeah, so there is options out there. But in 72nd for a nice one, is there? That's the thing. I don't think there is. A newish one. There's old stuff from back in the day, I know, but for a new one, so perhaps that's what they're going for, is to fill that 72nd gap for a nice Air Cobra. But again, I always think the Air Cobra is just that. It just gets overlooked, doesn't it? Because Russia used them. Didn't we? They were their lend-lease to Russia as well, so they were used, but you never see them anywhere. No one. Nothing puts them in the media, does it?
No, it's just not a P51 or even a P40, is it, or something like that? It's just not a popular thing. I mean, I think they mainly used that in the Pacific area around there, weren't they?
To be honest, I'm that naive to it, or I don't know. I'd have to do some homework on that. I just know they were on Lend-Lease because I think that was the Edard kit was in the Russian markings, wasn't it?
You're right. A lot of them were used in Pacific. Yeah.
Like Burma and around there, were India and stuff, weren't there? Even I don't know. Like I say, I don't know much about the Air Cobra, but interesting aircraft. Anyway, it's very unique.
It is with the old tricycle gear.
So when you look at the can, it almost looks like it's got full interior, but I imagine it hasn't. But it's sort of like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you're looking at the CAD, it looks like it's got a pretty detailed cockpit area because obviously the engine's back here behind the pilot, and obviously that hasn't got anything in it. But yeah, it does look very detailed in CAD, so hopefully that will transfer through. But again, it's in 72nd. I'm just waiting for them to do something in 48th, and then as soon as they we're all waiting on the Hurricane. If it's anything as good as the 72nd, they will be doing brilliantly at it. They're going to be on a par with actually Edard or anyone else like that for these kits. So I'm just waiting for it to drop. It's almost like my expectations are here, and I want them to do really well, and I'm still waiting. Like a year later, and it's like, so they keep doing these 72nd ones, and we get teased with it, and it's like, it's almost like I'm preparing myself for disappointment now.
It's safe sort of scale for them, though, isn't it, at the minute?
And they've done it really, really well. That's not that beat around the bush here. Armour Hobby sort of came out of nowhere with a really, really good kit with the Hurricane. And they've sort of done all the different versions of it. And, I've built it, and it is an absolutely beautiful little model. It's an absolute pleasure to build. And the detail is absolutely phenomenal. It just knocks everybody else into a cockpit, really. And it's one of those kits where you just would love to keep building, doing more and more and more. But obviously they do lots of different versions. But obviously we've seen the Wildcat come out now, isn't it? And things and the other bits and pieces. And now we've got the Air Cobra coming through. I'm just wondering perhaps if they are going to stick more with the 72nd because it's a perfect little niche for them because they're producing high quality, fantastic kits, of, pretty much mainstream stuff and not so mainstream as we can see. But perhaps that's where they need to stay and not do 48th because 48th has been done by everybody else. So, but interesting. But we like Armour Hobby. I think they're great. Do we have different flavours of that kit like the other ones? Do we get one with masks and photo etch and stuff, or is it just?
That is the expert one, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say, are they going to do a normal one?
I would have thought they always do sort of basic one, whatever they call it, but the expert ones come out first, and then I don't know where they're going to go with the Air Cobra because I don't know much about the plane to say how many variants there was or anything else. But I think, like you were saying, what they're going for is aircraft we know, but not been tooled a lot. Does that make sense? They're not gone down the Spitfire 109 P51 route, have they? No. Everybody knows, we all know Wildcat, don't we? We all know Hurricane, we all know a P51, and the Yak they did as well. Was it a Yak 9? Was it?
Yeah,
they did.
Like that. Yeah.
Know what they are, but a lot of people's other manufacturers not really gone near them to an extent where they've run with it. So I can see where they're going, and I can see why they're doing it.
What was the Aero Cobra? Was it the P38, P39?
P39.
I thought it had two different. I thought it got two different names to it.
I don't know. I just know it's the one with tricycle gear. It was the first fighter with tricycle gear, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the old Edall boxing was. I'm sure that got two names on it.
You've been yours.
And bloody canopy was crap on it.
Let's hope it's got a good canopy fit because it's got car doors, hasn't it?
It's got car doors, yeah.
It's horrible.
Yes.
Well,
I'll tell you what it does look like. It's one of those things. I'm looking at it. It's very like a Banshee. Yeah, the Banshee came along as being the first sort of jets for the US side of it. It's got the nose system and that sort of wing area here. It's just like a Banshee. So you can see how the design evolved through, because obviously that was the trouble. It's probably short-lived because jet power was coming along at that point. From a Navy point of view, they had the Banshees and, Air Force with the Sabres and that, and sort of very quickly got superseded, wouldn't it?
Did they use Aero Cobras in the desert?
Don't know.
Well, I don't know. Probably not. I don't think it was out then. I don't know actually when it came into service either. Somebody Wikipedia it now. I'm just interested.
I'm looking on Wikipedia now.
I reckon about 43 ish.
I know it did see active in Europe as well, but I don't think it was in many great numbers. And then it was lend-lease over to the Russian side, definitely.
Mm.
And
Well,
as you say, perhaps it's more
I bet it's used
Pacific.
down the Med. I bet it was used down the Med rather than Western Europe, if you know what I mean.
It was used in the Pacific and also Mediterranean. Tuscany Airmen.
All right, there you go.
Obviously, the Soviet Union, Australia, France, Italy, Portugal. I think I might be talking tripe about the two different names.
Okay.
There's definitely P39 in it.
So in some ways, we might get some nice new different boxings with different markings as well, as I say, because for different countries, the French, Italian versions, and all the rest of it. So that'd be quite nice as well, because they very much do that. They do some cracking marking sets we've seen before.
Yeah. So anyway, nice to see another new release as well. They're starting to come through as we've been saying, aren't they? At last,
we're all filtering through.
So yeah, good. So that's Thingy Pro. The other one that is doing next week at some point is the Zukimori 109, because we always keep getting asked about when it's going to drop. Well, it's actually in port. Somehow it's actually got to a port and unloaded, I think.
Wow, good job.
Fingers crossed, because obviously, they've been on strike, so I did get a thing. So it should be, all being well, next week at some point.
Very nice. Very cool.
Another one that's going to come in as well.
As always, we'll just say, if you're doing any pre-orders for any reasons you can't pay, you don't want the kit anymore, please let us know before it closes. That way we can cancel the actual order, or other people can have it if it's a short-run thing, so forth and so on. Andy is approachable. He doesn't bite much. So just let Andy know and we can sort it out from there, because there's nothing worse when we're just sort of sat on the kit and we don't know what you want to do with it, because obviously we can offer it to other people, we can put it up onto the site, whichever way we're going to go with it, but if we don't know, then obviously it's not good. So if you can let us know as soon as possible, that would be absolutely great.
Can we just mention before we go off the Tamiya Comet tank, Middle East screen fill? I'm surprised we don't have many pre-orders for it, and that's going to have to close soon because it won't be far off in.
Right.
So if you do want one, get your name down quick, because we'll be having to put our orders in for that soon. No, I thought being more people going for that, to be honest with you.
It's not new tooled figures though, is it? Those look like the standard figures they've had since the 70s.
off the
everything else.
I don't know. Do you know what? Actually, the figures you get now with Tamiya, they're really good figures. They are really up the game in the figures of what.
I think it's his pose. He's doing this, isn't he? And it's always the same pose. Perhaps they've upgraded the figures, but the pose is the same.
Yeah, but I think that's a standard issue with a Cromwell and one of them, because of how the turret's designed.
Yeah.
The Churchill or something that they've got the same sort of.
Yeah.
Where he's talking to the French.
Oh, where he's talking to the farmer with the cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a bottle of wine. Take this.
Bottle
of vinegar. Yes. But no, if you do want that one, obviously, as I say, not long to go on that one. So that'll be fantastic, because it's Tamiya. That's the trouble, isn't it? Probably got not a lot of interest because it's Tamiya and it'd be lovely. But enough said, move on. Everybody else is, we can pick apart how many wheel nuts it's got.
Yeah, well, that's it. To be honest with you, I think it's a bit of a niche tank, because it didn't really see any service in World War II, and then it kind of got superseded dead quick by Centurion. So it was very short-lived, but even though it's, quite a decent bit of equipment, I think it was just too late to make a difference. So
yeah, I don't know. The Gecko models kits we've got up for sale. We need to get numbers in for them by end of the week. So if you want either the World War II ambulance heavy.
He's looking for it. Heavy, yeah. There it is.
If you want that, we're going to have to get that in for the end of the week. And next to that is the closed cab truck, which both of you might like the scheme of. Then also, there's also below that, there's the Scimitar Mark II.
Scimitar. That's it.
So if you want them, we've got to close them by the end of the week. So
Put your name down and we'll get you sorted on those ones. Good job. Very good.
Shall we do questions if there's any?
We can. We've got a couple in here. First one's from Adam. Morning. Maybe a question for a live show to do later today. What was that one? Mind you, it was 7 days ago. If you were marbling a green A10 camo A10 over black base, didn't we do this question last week?
Yeah, we did it last week.
Yeah. Sorry. These are old questions. And another thing, wet palette. Can you use it with Tamiya acrylics and X20A?
No.
I wouldn't know because it will evaporate, wouldn't it? Very, very quick.
Yeah. I'm sure it could. I've actually never tried Tamiya acrylics with water. I've seen on a wet palette. I don't know if they work because they're alcohol based, aren't they? You really want a proper acrylic.
Yeah.
I'd definitely say no. You can use it in a dry palette with the retarder, and then that'll keep it obviously active in X28 to thin it, but you're definitely going to need a retarder in it. But I wouldn't say on the wet palette because, like I said, it will just evaporate into fresh air, if you know what I mean.
Fair enough. Another one probably for Matt. As the AK 3rd Gen convert, have you tried the 3rd Gen varnishes? And if so, what's the thinner ratio that you've used? That's from Roy.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I've been using the ultra varnish and stuff like that. So I think the Gen 3s are pretty much the same. I think they're about a 50-50 mix with their own thinner. And it's working all right, to be honest with you. I'm going to be varnishing me B25, the interior of which I've painted up, so I can do a bit of washing and weathering in there. So I'll do a bit of a thing on that tutorial. I'm sure. Didn't you use it on one of my Land Rovers or something? Didn't you use a varnish on that? I can't remember if I did or didn't, to be honest.
Can't remember now. No.
Sure, I've used it on something or other. A satin. I normally use a satin varnish. I've not tried the gloss varnishes. I'm never a fan, to be honest, of acrylic gloss varnishes. I will go the hot route with that, either Tamiya or Guns or whoever else, because but matte varnish and satin varnish, I think they're all right. They're a good base for weathering over.
Cool. Trevor says, what is the best acrylic paint? Tamiya, Vallejo, Mr. Colour or AK for US Modern Desert Tan. The Vallejo US Desert Armour colour doesn't look right to me. Trevor.
I've had a quick look, and both AK Real Colour and Vallejo do them. The Vallejo one, the closest I could see was C068, and then the Real Colour was RC.
Isn't that Attacker, not Vallejo?
Sorry, Attacker. You're right. Not Vallejo. It's because it just said Vallejo on there. Attacker. Attacker C068. Or the Real colour is C084. Both of them look weirdly dark to me, but...
What about Gen 3?
I was going to say, what do you use on the Lanny?
I use
British though, isn't it?
Actually, do you know what? I have actually got... Hold on a minute. Hold on, because I have got Modern Desert colours here. That's a good point, Philip. No, that's not it. Hold on. Where have I put it? I put it somewhere. It's up there. It's all right. Iraqi Afghanistan colours.
You look, see better legs hanging out of a nest.
Yes, can we apologise for Matt's legs?
And my nice red shorts.
He's going for his Baywatch look.
He's going to edit this out, aren't you?
No.
There you go.
So which one's the US one? You can't see.
I can't see it.
Oh.
It's that one, look. It's sandy colour.
Right, okay. So what number's that one? You've got your glasses on. We can't see it. Not on your camera.
We're focusing on.
You know what? I can't see it either because I ain't got much of a light on. It is. Hold on. Put my visor on off camera.
It's not Optivisor on if you're right.
It is AK 11349. Summit Cork Tan. CARC tan or something.
Oh, right. So they're using that for it, are they?
Okay. Yeah.
So they do in Real Colour a Cork tan as well.
Yeah.
But Cork tan was the 3-colour.
Because I use
the camera that you use, wasn't it?
I use the British one, obviously, for my.
For the Land Rover.
I think people get into the Reddit should be like a sand colour, and they're not. They're
Yeah.
a grey sand. They're a grey sand colour, so they're a lot darker than I think you think they are.
Yeah.
So I wonder if, like Vallejo and stuff, I wouldn't have thought they'd have got it wrong. What colour did I say it was? Cork sand.
Cork tan.
Cork tan.
11349.
I think it's that one, is it? Yeah, it's that one. Look, that I think that is actually quite a dark, browny sand, I'd say. I'm trying to look,
Again, it's one of those things. By the time you get some shadows onto it with washes and things, it will change the colour of it. You get the contrast.
Yeah.
You can always lighten it, can't you? Well, there you go. Put a thing on the top. Look, do you see the colour?
Yeah. Which looks about right to me.
Because I've dropped it, which I would say is probably the right colour. But you can always lighten it, can't you? Drop a bit of flesh in it, or buff, or deck tan, something like that. Don't go white because you'll just wash the colour out. You want to keep, a bit of light yellow, really, really light yellow if you've got one, like an icy yellow. I don't know. There's loads you could do with it.
It always amazes me when you look at Egyptian colours or Iraqi colours or something. They're much lighter than ours were, and you think that they're there all the time.
Yeah, they'd know better.
They don't.
Look at that, look, right on the back. Look at the BMP.
Yeah.
It's not that far off.
Yeah, it's not, is it?
The others, is it? It's our colour that's really quite sandy, gearish. That one, look. British, look at that colour.
Yeah.
That to me is like a World War II Western desert,
Or Cleethorpes Beach.
Or Cleethorpes. No, look at that sandy. That. You know what I mean? Where all the others.
It's covered in sewage now.
Look, even the German ones are quite.
Yeah, pale.
That's obviously the brown camo one, but they're quite grey. They've got a bit of, desaturated, aren't they? I think that's the word I'm looking for. So, what's that one? Iraqi Army. Yeah, the Iraqi Army one, look. Quite a dark colour, look.
Yeah.
It's right. I don't think there's a lot of difference with them, look.
No.
That's the US one and the Iraqi one. So,
yeah.
Like I say, I think, again, you're going to get hung up on colours, but you don't need to, because if you're in the right ballpark, once you've lightened it, darkened it, weathered it, and you're never going to end up with the same shade anyway. So, yeah. Cork tan then is the colour, isn't it? If it's armour.
Okay, speaking of colours then, Paul says, hi guys, is looking to do the sea paint schemes at Southeast Asia and was wondering what your suggestions would be for the best options. Not really an aircraft modeller, so any help would be greatly received. Well, that takes me on to this, because this is what I'm doing, and I'll be doing it in real colours. So for that, you've got tan, which is, glasses on, which is FS 3219. And obviously their colour for it is RC225. Then we've got the field green, which is FS 34097, which in their colours is RC231. And then you've got the dull dark green, they call it. I thought they used to call it forest green.
It's forest green, it should be.
I don't know why they've called it that, but they've called it dull dark green, which is FS 34092. Which is RC230. Yeah, it used to be forest green. I don't know why they've changed the name of it.
Hold on a minute. I think you've got wrong colour. You know that dull dark green? That's the cockpit colour of my B25.
Oh, right.
You need forest. There is a forest green, but
is
it's
there
in
a
the
forest
armour
green?
section. Sure, it's in the armour section.
What number are you looking at, Phil?
It's for the Southeast Asia.
Yeah, what's the RC number?
RC230. To be honest, it looks right.
It could be. It's just you've
the
said
naming of it.
Says it's dull dark green.
Yeah. I thought the FS, because I went off the FS numbers. So, yeah.
34092.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 9297 and then 19, isn't it? So that's what I went
you do
with
for underneath. What colour you got front?
Again, they Air Force have their own colour, but because it's going to be, this is a Sky Raider, so it's going to be hanging. It doesn't matter as long as it's very pale white. It'll just be usually white with a dab of grey in it, and then it'll be mullered to hell. So this thing would be really weathered up. So I'm not that worried about the underside, as is with any underside. I can't remember what the official one was. I haven't got it because I thought I wouldn't bother. We'll just do it white and muller it. So
no, that's fair enough. Yeah, because it's like a whitey grey, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's like a very pale white, isn't it? It's like a grey white. But there is actual colour for it, which you can buy. But I've never worried with that because it's just going to get hammered. So.
I thought actually AK did a forest green. I'm sure they do.
I'm looking now, see if we can.
Perhaps
they just named it differently to cover the armour one, so there's no confusion between the armour and the air colours.
What number's on the top of them, mate?
It's 230 is the dark gold green, and then it's 321, which is the correct one, which is field green. Because it used to be forest green, field green, and tan, wasn't it?
No, they are aircraft colours. They're not army colours. They're not army colours.
No, these are actually our air ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, perhaps you're right.
But again, you've got lots of options in there. Just don't go down the Tamiya route because Tamiya do the greens, but they don't do the buff tan colour.
No.
It's not nice. Hataka do it. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, and obviously everyone else does. But if you go from the federal standard numbers, you'll be fine. Because the federal standards are fine. So as you say, it's FS, and then it's 34092, and then it's 34097. And then it's 30219. That's the ones you want in your particular paint flavour. And I think real colours are the easiest ones to paint and go with. So, yes.
Yep.
That's it. Cool. Well done, Paul.
That's it.
Very nice. I'm being buzzed now by a fly in here. A big blue ball.
Oh, yeah. I think we've got the bin men are on the way.
Well, there you go. That's a perfect time to end then.
Yeah.
Very nice. Jesus Christ, it's the size of a house going past here. Right, okay. Thank you very much for joining us today. Remember, you get all your bits and pieces over at the PM store. As I said, if you want to put your name down for the pre-orders, members, you can do that via the forum. Obviously, keep an eye on the 25% sale and the special offers bits and things like that because they change as and when. And as I say, we'll be updating them soon. So some of them will be ending, some of them will be going in. And just keep an eye on the site. New stock's arriving all the time. What we got due in next, Matt? What's the next big delivery coming in?
It will be the 109s, I think.
Be the 109s, the Zucamori 109s.
Yeah.
So,
the Zucamori 109s is the next big pre-order doing, and this stock's obviously coming in as and when. Do you know what I mean? It's it's
fluid. So yes, all coming in. Good job.
Just bear with us with the postage because it's out of our hands.
Yeah, sorry about the old postal strike. As I say, we can't do anything about it. We can only get collections and drop-offs and things like that as and when they're obviously working. And then normally, like yesterday, today they're not working. So you're not going to get your stuff.
To be honest, I don't think this week's going to be as bad. I know it's bank holiday and thingy, but it's next week because obviously it's going to be Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, 2 days on the belt, then Saturday.
We're going to have sort of 4 days of orders for the week after, if that makes sense. So we'll change it around anyway, but I would suggest if you do want to order from us is to get it in either this, after you've seen this or big over the weekend so we can get it out by Monday, really Monday, Tuesday at the latest. But again, I don't think you'll get it because we're on 48 anyway. So just bear it in mind. Like I say, not a lot we can do. So
we'll get them out to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, we still don't know what's happened with tracking because it definitely went down last week for a part of the time. I had a parcel coming from Matt and I didn't get any tracking for it either. So, something's weird gone on with tracking. It's almost like they've disabled it to...
Probably have.
Yeah, I can't say another reason. It's not working.
No.
Cool. Good job.
Okay.
There we go. Lovely. Don't forget, we are live with you tomorrow night at 7:30. So if you want to join in with the live show, members, we'll be on with you as well. So if you've got any questions for that, please post them up nice and early so we can have a look at before we do the show. If not, we'll catch you, say, 7:30 tomorrow night live for that particular one. I don't know what's going to be up next. I've got a feeling it's going to be the Sky Raider, possibly. We'll be up with you on Friday, and then obviously I'll be back over you with the Lancaster because that's going to go into weathering tomorrow. My day of weathering for that one. We'll get him all weathered up, so we'll be together, hopefully, for Friday. That's my plan with that one, is make our way through as well. So, yes, all good job. Right, okay then, guys, we'll call it there. Happy modelling, take care. We'll see you all again very soon. Say goodbye, gentlemen. We're out of here.
Bye.
Bye.